Well, the brush fire battle continues to rage on.
A statewide burn ban is in effect as the Tri-State deals with dangerously dry conditions. And video from NOAA shows plumes of the Greenwood Lake fire seen from space. These incredible images caught on camera from satellites in the sky.
All right, Fox 5's Richard Giacovas is in Greenwood Lake, where the fires continue to burn tonight. Richard.
Steve, Natasha, how do you contain more than 50% of a wildfire that's been burning now for 5 days? Well, it's thanks in part to the valiant efforts of these brave firefighters who have done nothing but stay inside Sterling Forest State Park and fight this fire, working hour by hour to try to extinguish those flames. We've noticed a lot less hot spots tonight, and the 4,000 plus acres that's still burning, we see less smoke. But they're going to do everything they can to stay inside that park until this fire is completely put out. After dousing the rings of fire with hundreds of gallons of water, the Black Hawk military choppers dropped their buckets for a 5th straight day. But the fight to put out the flames on the ground is reaching a breaking point.
They're getting worn out.
Hundreds of brave firefighters who've been inside Sterling Forest State Park for days, some working 12-hour shifts, are battling not only the stubborn wildfire, but also exhaustion.
They're probably not getting the rest they need, but hopefully they're going to hang in there. It's definitely taking its toll on them, but I think we'll make it through it.
All of Orange County is under a state of emergency as fire crews conduct controlled burns and remove debris from around the fire line, which is creating thick smoke to move closer to towns and villages. All Greenwood Lake schools were closed Thursday and Friday.
What we're doing is actually burning off of the lines we have already established. We've got the hose lays and stuff in place like that to help control it. What we're using is the firing personnel actually fire off those lines to increase the black. It gets rid of the burnable material, the leaves and duff layers and stuff like that between the areas that we want to keep it out of and the main fire.
Firefighters have contained at least 50% of this wildfire. Much of today was spent back burning, a controlled approach to help fend off the flames and hopefully, eventually, put out this fire for good.
What we're doing is actually burning off of the lines we have already established. We've got the hose lays and stuff in place like that to help control it. What we're using is the firing personnel actually fire off those lines to increase the black. It gets rid of the burnable material, the leaves and duff layers and stuff like that between the areas that we want to keep it out of and the main fire.
They just took this drone away. We were going to show you there as state troopers have launched this infrared drone that basically circles above this brush fire. And what it does is it'll show them infrared images, especially as it gets dark, of where these hot spots are. It allows firefighters to get inside and target those flames. That's been vital throughout this whole process these past 5 days. We'll show you more of that later tonight. Meanwhile, Greenwood Lake School District says so far they'll make a decision over the weekend whether schools can go back in place by next week. There's only 2 schools in this district here in Greenwood Lake. That's where we're live tonight. Richard Giacovas, Fox 5 News. Steve, Natasha.
A lot of moving parts. All right, Richard, thank you so much.